Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. I had a lunch break. It's game 2. Dream League Season 11 Winners Finals. Between the boys, uh, Fnatic and Vici Gaming. Fnatic leading with the 1-0 right now. Hopefully see the return game from Vici Gaming. Looking actually pretty solid overall. Let's just get straight into the game. I think both teams look pretty solid. Um, I would all very likely expect a Shadow, or no, a Winter Wyvern ban, that is to say, in this game. As there we go, get that fixed. Get that fixed. There we go. Now we can see everything. Okay, cool. So let's get into the bans. Pretty typical. First ban gonna be the Oracle. Second ban gonna be the Razor. Also pretty typical. One is locked out on a mid. Also, I mean the Razor has potential flex to like safe lane too, which is what makes it like a really potent pick. But also because of the fact that you can just cast Data Link and BKB and run circles around the enemy carriage because they're so fast and take away all their damage, and that's it. So hard to deal with that. Gonna keep that out of the game. Followed by the troll ban. Troll ban from just relating to the troll pick last game. Don't want to have to play around that. Though the other important carry, Lifestealer, probably gonna be coming in the mix here in the next couple minutes. As we see the Pangolier ban, followed by the Chen ban, two very prominent bans or picks that come up in this tournament pretty often. Pangolier just being the one that was played just last game, showing everyone exactly how good it is. Ice, 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 getting a nice game in there. Yeah, really pivotal. Rolling Thunder is pretty hard to deal with in early game fights, just because, like, I mean, unless you have any like spell piercing immunity or spell immunity piercing abilities, then yeah, nothing. But surprised they didn't go for like a buck pick or something like that last draft. As we see the first pick coming out to be Nyx Assassin after VG Gaming banned out the Lifesteal, which was the other carry that I was talking about being a one that kind of drives the draft in a certain specific direction once he gets picked. But gonna be a little more mysterious with what comes next here as Fnatic lock in that Nyx Assassin. Most likely gonna be a position 4, though I have seen it played in a position 3. We'll see how that pans out as Vici Gaming lock in Vengeful Spirit as their first choice. The accompaniment going to come in the next couple seconds here, but I mean, I guess that's kind of like a response, because Nyx Assassin really takes advantage of his Vendetta at level 6 and uses the stealth to roam and try and get as much information on the team rotations as possible, which is probably as important as spotting people out for ganks and stuff and actually executing ganks. But Vengeful Spirit gonna make laning really hard in general for that Nyx Assassin, as well as just make ganking really hard, because Magic Missile denies at least one other person following up on Nyx Assassin, along with the swap, kind of protecting the carries if he gets picked off by the Nyx Assassin or caught out. So the accompaniment is going to be the Shadow Shaman. So both supports locked in here for Vici Gaming. Could potentially also be a Vengeful Spirit as a, I think a mid or an offlane pick is also possible, though those chances are very slim for happening. Could also maybe reason that this is the early game offlane pick. As a Nature's Prophet pick comes in for Fnatic, that's probably going to get picked up by DJ, I suppose? No. Could potentially be Jabs. I think Jabs is the one to pick it up as the next wave of bans comes in. Talk a little more about the Nature's Prophet pitch since it hasn't been picked in a while. Just overall, high priority bans, I say like mid tier priority in terms of like bans and stuff in the game. If it's like something you don't have to really play around, it's not too punishing. But the global pressure with the teleport, as well as like kind of just letting your laner being lane by himself and teleport if he needs him, and just send your treants in the jungle to farm, really sets up the map for a support that has a lot of gold earlier on, more so than these two. But we'll see how it pans out. But I expect that to be position 5. Taking a look at the bans here, mostly offlaner bans. The Brewmaster followed by the Timbersaw. Timbersaw being a pretty good hero that Ice 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 has been taking advantage of lately. Not many other players really opting into that pick. But yeah, gonna lock out that opportunity to have just a kind of self-sustaining solo offlaner in the Doom, which would be preferable for Fnatic here, I think, in some situations, as well as be preferable for Vici Gaming. I think both teams are kind of fearing the two-man support roam, and how much kill potential it could have. Both very potent
10
across both
seconds
sides.
remaining.
I think Vengeful Spirit and Shadow Shaman having the
5 seconds remaining.
better of the two-man squad if they do encounter someone. Just higher chance of them killing them, I'd say. But yeah, should be. We'll probably see an offlane pick in this next wave of picks. Probably most likely gonna be first from Vici Gaming. Just seeing how many bans they're devoting to these offlane bans. As Vici Gaming probably deciding on what they want to take away from Fnatic in this composition here. Most of the sustaining offlaners taking out, I would consider removing Underlord. It's a possibility. E.g., I played it in a game against King Gaming in the last round of the winners bracket. But yeah, I mean, not much else is available, right? You could like opt for maybe Tie Hunter, but it isn't super strong. I'd say per se. I mean, Gush has the minus armor, and you could do like a minus armor build overall with Vengeful Spirit
Dire
and
team's
Tide.
turn to pick.
That's not too bad in all actuality. I could potentially see it work, but the Ursa is going to be the option to lock out. As witnessed from last game, MP pretty proficient, and it is also available as a flex pick for offlane. So they're going to leave that out of the mix, considering it more important than other elements that might show up in this draft here. Speaking of which, Vici Gaming, 10 seconds left on their time here, probably going to
10 seconds remaining.
take some reserve time and think about what their offlane pick's going to be.
5 seconds remaining.
Yep, reserve time going to get committed. Already had a good amount of reserve time used earlier, so they only have a minute left to decide on what they want to choose here. Like, you only have your cores left, so if you choose your offlaner, you're going to get a respective, probably safe lane pick or respective offlane pick. Depends on which one. But I think the priority for an offlaner that can kind of self-sustain or survive in lane by himself is kind of high on the list right now, considering how many were taken away in the last Bane phase. What else other options are there? The Shrek. The Shrek Vengeful Spirit
Radiant
combo is pretty
team's
good.
turn to pick.
As the Bounty Hunter gets picked up, that's going to be the alternative option. Bounty Hunter being a pretty proficient laner. I wouldn't call it laning per se, but just like a dangerous kind of element in the lane. He kind of just sits in lane with stealth, uses Janata whenever he can to either secure last hits or steal gold from the carry,
10 seconds remaining.
and uses his stealth to get away since no one really wants to commit detection that early,
5 seconds
other than
remaining.
to remove wards, which is like a guaranteed gold trade. But other than that, not too much else we can talk about the pick itself. Gonna be a potentially aggressive lane with the Vengeful Spirit being pretty proficient, but the response is going to be that safe lane pick. Yep, with the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit being pretty good at dealing with like aggression overall. Sleight of Fist enabling you to dodge projectiles like Magic Missile, as well as Searing Chains kind of enabling you to have both kill pressure, as well as just like protect
10
yourself
seconds remaining.
from certain characters like Bounty Hunter who are stealth heavy. But yeah,
5 seconds
I'm
remaining.
not sure how that lane's gonna shape out. I would probably expect MP to just really take his time. Could also be an Ob and mid Ember too. Could also take that into account, but I think it's just gonna get flexed around here based on what Vici Gaming pick. We'll see what their choice is, as in all likelihood, kind of in a bind. No reserve time left and need to decide on picking a safe laner, mid laner. Decide finally on Terrorblade. Yeah, I can see it, seeing as how Fnatic don't really have too much hard CC in their lineup right now. As the Darkseer makes that worse, Fnatic kind of funneling into an issue here. Gonna need some sort of way to lock down this Terrorblade, or to burst him down, because you don't really have anything. Like, the Ember Spirit is damage over time, Nyx Assassin is somewhat burst, but the Darkseer is also damage over time, so... kind of difficult locking this Terrorblade down, but the rest of Vici Gaming are pretty squishy, fortunately enough.
5 seconds remaining.
So we'll see how the final pick is here is going to shape out for both teams. Both teams probably going to go for a mid, I think, because the Vengeful Spirit and the Ember are options for mid, but I think both of them are going to go inside lanes.
Radiant
So,
team ban.
yep, the Invoker ban going to come out from Vici Gaming just to deny Abed. Pretty good pick. That was, I'd say, not super effective in last game. I think it did have its moments, but the fact that its presence was there was probably more of a deterrent to Vici Gaming. just playing safely around like tornado and stuff like that. Hmm, I'd say Invoker was a good pick last game. I mean, it made
10
laning
seconds remaining.
pretty survivable against an OD, which is hard to find like a
5
matchup where you
seconds
can
remaining.
do well against an OD. So good on Abed with that Invoker pick, but it's gonna get locked out this game. Fnatic looking for response could potentially just ban the OD outright. Can see it as a potential good pick here. Though Vici Gaming really just needs someone up in the front. Bounty Hunter's probably gonna be the only one up there. So they need like a. Don't know how Dragon Knight works. Dragon Knight's potentially pretty good against Ember here. I like it a lot if it's Ember mid. So that could be a potential pick coming up. Speaking of which, Puck is also on the table. So that can also get picked up. It being kind of okay. I think it's decent in this situation, especially against the matchups here. Shadow Shaman gonna make it a little harder for the Puck, but overall I think he can manage if it's Abed and it's just DJ, or no, it's just the Shadow Shaman with the CC, then we should be fine. But we'll see how that goes out.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
As the last ban turns out to be
Dire
Death
team's
Prophet,
turn to
Fnatic
pick.
gonna opt now for the OD instead. Yep. Yeah, I mean, if you aren't gonna lock out the OD, I think it's still a reasonable choice to make. And it also takes away from VG. So a pretty good pick overall. We'll see how that pans out, but it is decided as the Ember Spirit hard carry. Not too sure how this is going to pan out because
10 seconds remaining.
Fnatic don't really have a late game option
Choose
as
your
the Viper
hero.
comes in. Yeah, they don't really have like a really good late game option against Terrorblade. Especially if the Terrorblade gets like a BKB sometime during the game. But doesn't really naturally come up in his build pass, so we'll see how he decides to build and how it works out against Fnatic. But looking in on these team comps, pretty typical distribution. Jabs with a nice Nature's Prophet, chilling with those sunglasses. Glowy Terrorblade out from Paparazzi. DY actually gonna pick up the Vengeful Spirit, so that's gonna be Shadow Shaman offlane, I suppose. In all likelihood, though, they're probably gonna set up just a tri lane, right? Because the Bounty Hunter can survive by himself, especially against this combo here. Like
10 seconds remaining.
they only have one form of lockdown, which is gonna be the Searing Chains, and if he Shadow Walks, it's gonna be really hard to kill him. So potential for tri lane here for Vici Gaming. I don't see the potential for a responsive tri lane by Fnatic though. You can kind of tri lane with the Nyx Assassin and Nature's Prophet, but in all likelihood we'll probably see MP by himself a majority of the time. Jab's gonna probably be in the jungle most of the time once he gets his treants up to a reasonable level and takes some farm in. And then once MP gets enough that he can farm in jungle, he might opt to do that instead while Jabs covers lanes. Could be that way, or we could see just Fnatic taking a different tone and amping the pace up, going for just early game kills, which is going to be pretty effective against a Bounty Hunter Terrorblade. Both those heroes kind of relying on getting into the mid game to make things a little easier for them. Pretty weak overall early game, I'd say. But yeah, the mid pick's going to be really weird. OD against Viper. The Viper is traditionally better in this matchup just because you can Nether Toxin and clear out waves. But I'm not sure how it pans out since OD's become more and more popular as of late. So we'll see how the response is. But it was Ori's counter pick into the OD, so he obviously has some kind of idea of what he's doing. But we'll get into game one here. Or sorry, not game one, game two. Again, missing up. I have no idea how far we're into this series, but game two for sure. As lane assignments are going to look pretty typical. Vici Gaming opting for sending their three-man squad to the top side of the map instead of the bottom side to secure these banning runes. Potentially just sitting, yeah, looks like they're just going to sit on the high ground looking for anyone coming up for an advance. DY just looking on the high ground for potential smoke, as are Paparazzi and Fade. Meanwhile, Fnatic going to be pretty okay. Jab's going to go with the double treant so that he can get as much vision as possible around the map. Yang, I think, got spotted out. But the pings are signaling that there may be possibly more in
30
that area
seconds to battle.
as Ice Sits up on the high ground. The Treant spotting DY. Um, hmm. Which, I mean, is pretty typical. I'd be surprised if you saw Fade here. As we do see ping down in the top lane. Yeah, looks like DJ and Ice 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 figured out what's going on. But Paparazzi is going to go together with his two lane partners, potentially look for a kill here. DJ might be in a bit of trouble. Probably just has to give up the bounty rune, as Fnatic are in all likelihood going to be able to pick up the other two runes. Yang, however, going to be on the rune. Yep, the Invis picks it up. He gets a nice quick hit in with the Shadow Strike, and that's a 3-for-1 on bounty runes in favor of Vici Gaming. Yep, Yang's going to be annoying. It's going to be really annoying. He doesn't have, MP hasn't leveled anything yet, because Chains is good for killing, but Flame Guard is good for resisting magic damage, and Sleight of Fist is just good for getting an extra hit in with like instant cast. But yeah, Jabs actually teaming out to the top lane. Yeah, recognizing that there is going to be a tri-lane in this area. Ice 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 going to get his cat clarity denied as the jump with the Impale actually on a DY. We'll see how good this Treant block is from Jabs. Looks to be enough to finish off the first kill. Though DY gets claimed. That's going to be first blood for Fnatic here. Fnatic in a pretty dominant position. Paparazzi already at half health, so oh yeah, impaled to go with Ion Shell. Gonna be a bit of a problem for Paparazzi here. Next hit's gonna lock him down. Magic Missile on the Ice 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 to try and get a return on the aggression, but target might be different as Jab's getting really low here. Gonna try and man fight DY possibly here, as the Treants might be able to pick up a kill with one last auto here from Jabs. Denied by the Metamorphosis from Paparazzi, so that's another trade back as Jabs. Oh no, actually with the Treants chases down DY in the trees. Damn, missed that. That's unfortunate, but yeah, I mean a pretty good fight there overall from Fnatic. Just doing their best to pressure in this lane. Pretty obvious what the Terrorblade wants, and it's just to be peaceful and farm as much as he can. So Fnatic could do their best to try and stop that from happening, as the pull gets denied since DY is not alive in lane yet, as he's opted to not TP back. Yeah, I think it's just yeah. Oh no, he actually wasted his TP. What? Did he die again? Oh yeah, he did die again. Yeah, he died and then he TP'd back and then he died again. So that's pretty bad for DY. Not even really getting that golden experience. We're gonna see the twos position fours here from Fnatic. Both spotting them each other out as DJ manages to get their first pick up that arcane rune. Not able to lock it down for himself, but taking a look at these lanes here. Yeah, Viper's kind of been a safe general pick overall, where people just maxed Corrosive Skin with Nether Toxin, but that seemed to be a different case in this this matchup here. Is Ori opting for the poison attack. Max trying to be a little more aggressive in this matchup, since Abed has that shorter range cast with the Astral Imprisonment, as well as his auto attacks being pretty short range. But I can stop their tri-lane here, thinking that they have enough aggression, I think, in this lane. And Jabs just want to try and make sure MP has a decent enough laning phase. Take a look at last hits overall. It seems pretty even. Yang doing even against MP, which is surprisingly enough. I mean, not surprising, but kind of what you'd expect. It sucks, but that's what's gonna happen. As Paparazzi is still doing alright in this lane. He had the Metamorphosis to make sure you got a lot of last hits during this duration, so he's alright. But MP obviously going to be the easiest time here against the Bounty Hunter. Obviously going to get gold stolen away from here and there, but if he does waste Shadow Walk like that a lot, then the Bounty Hunter could potentially be in danger sometime during this laning phase. Vici Gaming still going to continue their tri-lane here, though. Fade going to try and hide here on the cliff. Potentially wary of enemies here in the jungle. Yep, trying to collapse on someone while DY gets the pull off, but Pull's going to bring him back to lane. Ice 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 going to ping out DY here. Pinging out that he's going to bring the creep wave over to the lane in order to bring the wave crashing at an earlier spot in the lane, making it so that Paparazzi has to come out in order to claim this farm. Which is a pretty intelligent move overall. Yang going to further denial on the Jabs, pressuring him as much as he can, as well as just sticking around for the XP. As Jabs commits to a teleport back into base. Oh, no teleport bottom actually, as we see an impale onto Ori. Ori going to be trying to get aggressive on Abed. Might get punished that, however. Tries to put the Nether Toxin down, but gets blocked out by his own minions. So that should be a kill collective mid for DJ. Nice of the supports there to help him out. Global teleport, really showing how useful it is. as Fade. The support that's late to the party. Yeah, so what is Ori doing? Okay, so Ori got 2 levels of poison attack, I guess to try and trade out in lane. But Abed's just really gonna max Astral Prison. And if he gets in range of Ori, who will try to like walk up if he tries to all in him, we'll just get Astral Prisoned. So Ori has to play like the wear down game, which by max poison attack. But there's nothing much else he can do other than like eat another Astral Imprisonment. A little mistimed pull by Ice here. Still managed to get Dire away from the tower that has secured that, so that's cool. But Bounty Range is going to get claimed across the map by Fnatic here. Yang going to be... Oh, actually, MP overextending a little bit for these boundaries, but the TP is available from Jabs, trying to lock down Yang here. Does not have mana for Shadow Walk, so could get pressured, but MP just going to decide to play it safe. Go for the farm since he doesn't have Searing Chains, which is, funnily enough, really weird. I guess getting the max in with the second level in Sleight of Fist makes the Sleight of Fist a lot lower cooldown. So that lets him farm better, which I don't mind. And just like getting a max Sleight of Fist earlier in the game allows you to farm at an earlier power spike. So not too bad. Just pretty much focusing on like I think he's gonna go for drums and phase boots, right? Yeah. Along with probably a Mjolnir maybe for farm. I doubt that. So because if he's getting drums, he's probably just fighting. Fade actually coming on the side of the jungle here. As Abed picking up a double damage mid. Lane's looking pretty normal now as the tri-lane has kind of dissipated paparazzi. Realizing that Fade wasn't really doing too much here, so lets him go out, match up against the 2-2 lane, and potentially just back up Yang. As Yang is getting closer and closer and being in trouble here. MP doesn't have the Searing Chains yet, but no one else knows that. As the Shadow Pulls go out onto MP, potentially a bit of trouble here as Jabs leaves him. A little bit of mistiming here, but they are going on to paparazzi here in the off lane. Ice doing his best job to keep him in the Ion Shell, but the Magic Missile is there to deny the follow-up. Ori going to have to TP in too to cover that. As the Dire's mid tower gets pressured, Jab's going to get hit by a Poison Touch here. Yep, also going to get locked down by another Magic Missile, so that's going to be a kill for Vici Gaming. Nice response overall, but they had to commit the mid TP, so Abed's going to get some priority and freedom here on the mid lane. Take a look at the last hits. Yep, caught up and pretty much commanding in last hits right now in lane. Abed, after that first kill on the Viper, has a lot of better of an easier laning phase. Like when you're OD, if you get a kill in lane, it's just so much more like momentum for you. Just because like you're already like playing a relatively safe hero who can just kind of Astral Prison waves to do a lot of damage and make sure that they go in to the tower. So that's cool. Nice of Abed to get in the lane, the advantage here, being a really nice, high-ranking mid player. As the kill goes out in the Fade middle, slight dive there by Abed, kind of just getting aggressive on the Fade, who's trying to cover mid. Ori was returned, but his support is unfortunately dead. DJ in the jungle here is DY probably looking for the rotation to catch him, but the two miss each other like ships crossing through the night. As potentially DY looking for a dangerous play. Ice. Oh no. DJ spotted DY out in the jungle here. As MP does manage to get killed bottom. Gets picked up in the... Oh no, he's not bottom. Where is he? He's top lane. They commit to a lane swap? Hold on. Let's see where the boy is. No, he's bottom. He died to the bounty hunter. Being a bit of overconfidence there against the bounty hunter. Unawares of his current position and the Janata. Plus the track makes it really potent. So a good fight there from Yang. Good opportunity for him to take advantage of the weaknesses of Ember in that situation, especially since I don't think he had yet chains. So, funnily enough, he also had Remnant too, so could have escaped, but didn't have the CC to secure it. As TP actually goes down into Fade on the top lane here. Looks like another kill coming over to the way of Fnatic, unless Ori has something to say about it. Another cops him down together with the poison hit. Either shot's gonna lock down DJ. He's dead. MP gonna make his exit out of here, but he is tracked. Yang and Ori gonna give way to chase. If Ori manages to get a poison touch hit here, it could be dangerous. But yeah, Paparazzi's just here to continue blocking. That's actually gonna be a pretty important kill onto Fnatic's safe lane player, which is very nice. MP hasn't even got face boots yet. Why did they go for that? It doesn't make sense. I don't know. I think MP was just looking for aggression with the remnants that he just got, and kind of felt pressured after he got killed by Yang. Like, if Yang's gonna try and mess with him in the jungle, then, you know, it's gonna be harder for him to farm as hard as a Terrorblade, so he needs
Radiant's
to really
top
make a difference
tower
now,
has looked better.
which is cool. I appreciate the effort from him. As the scan goes down to the side jungle, spotting Ying.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
it's really confusing. Jabs is doing a lot of jungling here right now to deal with his treants, but he's only got Blightstone and Boots. He's really just getting the gold back from earlier. Yang actually managed to get spotted by the Sentry Ward. Does get hit by the treants here, but Jab's gonna leave that Sentry Ward just so he can claim the bounty rune here as they do spawn. Looks like it's gonna be an even trade overall. Actually, Ice might be in the vantage point here as he goes for the first one, but not the second. Fade not going to go for the second one and fear that Ice might run up on him. Ice is getting a nice. Oh wow, that's a huge Janata hit. Yeah, that's the problem with the Ember in this lane against the Bounty Hunter. If they want to keep matching it up, like it's really hard for Ember to do anything if he doesn't fight with Searing Chains. But even then, like it's still hard to stay on the Bounty Hunter without the detection. So Fnatic really just trying to get the Ember away from the Bounty Hunter, but the Bounty Hunter Yang is just really continuing to follow him. As we do see Ice by himself on the bottom lane, Yang actually going to track him out and get some gold claimed on him. So they successfully moved the Bounty Hunter away, I guess in a way. As Yang actually committing to this play here, looking for a second Janata hit. The TP going to come from Jabs as the Quelling Blade combined with the it's a Quelling Blade killing the Sprout and enabling him to get the kill on Ice, collecting that bounty gold. So favored for him, getting 300 gold on the kill on Ice. Trades his life, unfortunately for that. Loses some of the gold, but overall still in the lead here as Ice committing to what seems to be a mech. I think it's going to be Guardian Grease's first item.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Yeah, Vici Gaming have a lot more elements of early game here, I think. Well, no. I think Vici Gaming have opted, instead of making aggressive lane choices, playing for like a late game scenario, since they realized Fnatic are kind of hard pressed for a late game here with this composition. So they're just gonna secure farm for their Terrorblade. If they can get kills, they're gonna be more aggressive and go for them, which I like. I like the approach to this game. And they're not just really just chilling and waiting for late game. They're just really doing the best that they can to take advantage of them. Terrorblade actually with the Yasha here, looking for a play onto the bottom lane. Not in detection or range yet as Fade going for the immediate engage onto Ice here. DJ with the interrupt though, managed to get Serpent Wards off as Jade goes down, but DJ Ice is going to be the trade kill here. Oh, DY going to pick up through the exchange too as well as Paparazzi. Oh no, gets locked in from Astral Pigeon, so that's going to be another kill. The safe lane getting killed on Vici Gaming. Kind of similar to how Abed got killed, making an aggressive play earlier on. So both teams kind of taking turns of being aggressive. Fnatic getting the edge out on this one. Though they did lose the last one, so pretty back and forth, as noted by the 1k kind of goal difference between these two teams. It's track from Yang going to go on a DJ. DJ managed to hit this Impale, uses his drums. Yang's not going to be able to get out of here as the Astral Prison locks him down. Jabs is going to put the Sprout up together with the Wrath of Nature, and that's going to be able to last hit Yang pick up another kill for him. Yang playing pretty well, but now just get caught off on the side as Fnatic starting to be a little more aggressive against that Bounty Hunter. You know, like what I said, like you're playing Bounty Hunter depending upon the fact that no one finds you and no one like tries to jump on you and kill you, which is the only reason you don't die. The only reason you don't die is just because people don't want to waste the time to try and commit to you when it's not like consistent to, or it's not reliable to try and go for the kill onto Bounty Hunter. But Yang really messing up with the Shadow Walk cooldown. Should have it available if you're going to be able to make aggressive plays like that. So at least force them to use detection. With 90 gold for one charge of dust and 100 gold for a sentry. Yeah. I mean, the Bounty Hunter movement is important. The way he moves through the jungle and past vision should be important. Like, he should be moving past areas that traditionally shouldn't have detection in them, and pass around the ward spots that are really a place for more detection. As pings out from Vici Game going on DJ. Yeah, and going for a quick track Janata combo on him. Ice actually trying for the return, but the swap is in on the DJ. Wall's going to come up, actually pressure DY. He goes down in the exchange, and that's going to be one kill over for both sides. Yang going to potentially be in a bit of trouble here, but he does have Shadow Walk as the sentry actually comes down from Jabs to deny him getting through. He's going to trade his life in an attempt to try and finish off Yang here. So MP does also have a haste rune, so he's going to be able to get out of the situation. As Sans Eclipse together with the fight on the backside. Pop Ross in a bit of trouble, gets killed off as Abed. Good to finish off Fade as well. MP, unfortunately, not going to be able to pick up the kill on Ori, as he's a little too low. But that is a very good trade over Fnatic. I think it's 4 for none, 4 for 1, 4 for 2. So 4 for 2, 1,000 gold swing trade for Fnatic. So they have started to build up that lead that they have. Ultimate's expended, not too much. Silence Eclipse is pretty important, as is the Snake wards, Serpent wards. Yeah, the most important thing is probably going to be the Serpent wards, just enabling the split push from Vici, who don't really have any split push aside from that, as the bounty runes get traded pretty evenly across.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Alright, should try to figure out what's going on here. Apologies if you guys do hear any noise. I do have some guests here. My roommate is hosting a meetup outside in our backyard, but hopefully you guys won't hear too much here as we get back into the game. Actually, aggression here onto Abed. He's going to get rooted and swapped in. That's going to be a secured kill for their Vici Gaming, as the response is trying to come in from MP. They're a little too late to pull the trigger, as DY going to get pressured by these treants. Should walk back to his team so he doesn't get picked up at DJ, but the Impale is going to finish him off to go with that sleight of fist. An excellent move by Fnatic, but they're going to be on the backside of this, kind of losing the exchange after they just won that fight. Vici Gaming pretty good, taking advantage of the CC that they have on their team comp and locking down Abed for an extended duration. Nice of the Atos to come out from from Ori, who also has mech. As Pop Rossi, all on his lonesome, picks up that bottom tier 1. Split push elements, not really needed if you're just going to have your hard carries in a lane, but that is also going to be a disadvantage in the fact that you can't push as fast as if all 5 members are there on each side of the team. So Fnatic going to demonstrate that by taking the mid tier 1. Ori going to get hit by steering chains here. Ice potentially looking for a fight here as he gets the wall out on Ori. Vacuum going to put him back a little closer to the rest of Fnatic, but the Serpent Wards are, together with the Shackles, are out onto MP. Looking at about 100 health left on him. Going to need to use his Remnants to escape as he does manage to hit that off. Fade going to be the casualty on the back line. There's Ice with his illusions, picks him up. Steering Chain's going to be out onto Paparazzi, but the Sunder is available, so they're not going to commit onto him. Dust down on Yang, however, as Abed does have his Blink Dagger, so he gets up on the high ground and jumps onto Yang. Manages to pick up the kill on him in just a second. Mech pop just in case the Sanity's Eclipse going to secure that, or you're going to get swapped out in favor of exchanging DY's life for that. And that's going to be advantage for Fnatic in this fight. Nice, excellent fight. Probably putting them at above a 2k lead, I think, at this point. Nice play from the Ice man, going for the initial fight. Good on Abed to get that Astral Prison out on MP to save his life. Otherwise, that would have been a pretty even trade off of both sides and potentially a loss for Fnatic, so nice play from him. MP being a little overconfident in how fast he's going in, but he's doing alright, so can't really make any complaints, as looks like Mech's just going to be there. Guardian Green is not going to be a huge priority right now, surprisingly enough. Don't want to purge that track or the route from Atos. Not too sure about that, but yeah. Good enough, I suppose, for team fights as he advances towards a Vanguard buy instead of the Guardian Greaves finish. DJ looking pretty healthy too with the Spirit Vessel. Poor support's going to be Fade here, who actually managed to finish his Aether Lens, and DY, who has nothing but Wards and Wand boots. Speaking of which, Vici Gaming potentially looking to make rotations from the jungle into the top lane here. Fade is smoked out together with Yang. Oh no, they both have invis runes. They're both invisible in this area. MP gonna jump onto Yang here, who does track him, but the members of Vici Gaming, yep, just running him around in circles, waiting for the rest of Vici Gaming to come in. Good vacuum with the 3-man wall. Gonna be able to get multiple illusions here, but the Viper Strike is out on a DJ as they go into the back line. Yang looked like he's gonna get taken down before DJ goes down. Spike Carapace gonna be able to save DJ in that turn. Ori gonna try to make his way out of here as the illusions are wailing on his body, but the Serpent Ward's gonna lock jabs in as he takes good amount of punishment. Those Serpent Wards should be able to finish him off as the Astral Prison actually saves him. Vici Gaming looking for potential turnaround as Fnatic are... Oh, no, never mind. Just a quick pickup on jabs with the remaining either shot, so... Could it be a 1-for-1 there? But the offlaner was killed for Vici Gaming, whereas the support was killed for Fnatic, so... Worse off for... We're better... Fnatic had the advantage and how that fight went. Pretty similar gold swing overall, but yeah, nice trade there. Vici Gaming obviously doing a little better in the fights now, trading instead of getting just killed immediately. But problem is going to be Yang here, who is starting to fall behind, trying to come back in the lane here as he gets a track onto MP. MP is just going to use his rem to get on out of there, rotate over to the top lane, but he is tracked, so Vici Gaming are going to be able to keep an eye on him, which is nice, especially in the later parts of the game where Ember Spirit is probably going to split push a little more. And it'll be a good chance to try and pick off the Ember Spirit if you do have him try. But both teams just going to play for the runes on their respective sides of the map that they have control over. Yang gonna go for a pretty aggressive sentry ward, or no, pretty aggressive vision ward here to spot people in the jungle, potentially just looking for ganks while the someone else on Vici Gaming split pushes, most likely gonna be Yang, or no, probably gonna be Ori or Paparazzi here, as Fnatic committing to a three-man smoke here, making a rotation towards the mid lane, potentially looking for pickup. Fade is the first to be seen by Fnatic, and they're moving up towards him. DJ does have Vendetta, but the Sentry Wards do spot him. Fnatic, however, going to have Abed come in with the Blink Astral Imprisonment, Impale to follow up on it as the swap saves Fade's life. DY going to be in the midst of it. Spike Carapace going to lock him down. It's a two-man vacuum on the supports of Vici, going to put them in a dangerous position. MP going to be able to kick up onto the kill onto Fade as DY goes down thanks to the illusions from the wall. Jump, however, onto Ori, who was not prepared for the blink from Abed, and gets taken down. Another kill collected by Fnatic. Things not looking too good for Vici Gaming, but it was a it was a turnaround that Vici Gaming had later in the game too, where they were losing a considerable amount, but the farm, like they were 10 down in kills, I think, like 10 kills up for Fnatic in both games, and Vici Gaming came back in the last game, so I expect them to show up like a good performance, or at least like a sort of stand where they can try and fight things out and get a lead back on this game. I expect it to happen as soon as this Terrorblade gets his power spike. Most likely going to be BKB is what the option is here. Going to be able to pick that up in just a second as he barely gets enough gold for the recipe. Should forego flyback in favor of this as Jabs actually gets spotted out here. Split pushing. Could get collapsed on from Yang and Fade here, but Fade doesn't have the mobility that the rest of Fnatic have to collect up on that kill. Ice, ice, ice. Actually getting the Guardian Greaves instead of the Vanguard first, next opting for the Crimson Guard. Pretty reasonable buy against a Terrorblade, as the Terrorblade in question picks up a double damage. Ooh, I don't know. That's not good. Yeah. Two members of Fnatic that have pretty much global pressure with the Remnants and the Teleport off of those heroes, as Vici Gaming potentially looking for a jump out here as they get the swap out on MP. Does manage to get his Remnant off to dodge the Magic Missile, which is a pretty nice move. Vici Gaming going to try to get a favorable exchange here, looking for a pick as the teleport from Jabs comes in to protect them. Vici Gaming unfortunately going to have to call it quits as they chase him too far. Just far enough though that they were able to realize they were in a bad spot, so they back off there. Fnatic still in the lead here with another 1,000 gold coming up on the gold deficit for Vici Gaming. Yep. MP's got his Maelstrom, so he's going to be starting to accelerate in terms of gold gain, as Vici Gaming pinging out the rotations towards the bottom lane. Don't have smokes available for this, but there shouldn't be any vision, as they have 5 sentry wards along the river, pinging out the enemy laner, potentially. But no, Fnatic already have the top tier too, so they really have nothing to do top, which means they should be making the rotation back towards mid if they spot them. And the pings are out from Jabs, indicating that he does think that they are in the jungle. So Fnatic are going to make a smoke play, going with on the high ground to get vision first, as Ice 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 leads the way. But he's just going to find the remnants of Vici Gaming leaving the area. The blink out from Fade to get himself out of there. Surprisingly enough, has a blink dagger, but the Astral Prison does manage to catch the Ori. Vacuum Wall going to go in on 2 members of Vici Gaming. There's DY also goes down together with his mid laner. Not a good situation. Not a good situation. Fnatic are really pressing their advantage here, and Vici Gaming are trying to be passive and like disengage properly, but they're losing people in the process, and it's not the people you want to lose as a sacrifice. Like this mid lane, he's just gotten Greaves and Atos. I think he's lost more than 1,000 gold from dying so far in the last couple of fights. Yep, as is the 4-3-4 score. Still looking alright. Not too bad, but not as good as the 6-2 score from Ice 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 here. The Darks here really being the initiator they kind of need with the Surge. The blink from Abed also being pretty pivotal. Astral Prison locking up more people than I think the initiation from Darkseer does. Unless he gets a good vacuum, but that's just the start of the fight as Yang gonna walk up here, get spot out by the ward from Fnatic though. Could have potentially been picked up there, but Fnatic are just gonna decide to reset instead. As the carries are going back to the jungle. Vici Gaming carries also doing the same. Probably just timing for these bounty runes here as Yang gonna be able to pick up the bounty rune before Ice gets there. Looks like a respective trade on both sides. Pretty different since they're going across the river now. But it's just the timing. Vici Gaming just had the opportunity to push out onto their side of the map. As could potentially be a play from Vici Gaming out onto MP. Does manage to get the Hex out together, the Slurping Wards, and the Shackles is going to be able to lock him down long enough. Blink Dagger from Fade being a surprise buy. No one on Fnatic really being able to read that out as the DJ coming together with the flank from Vendetta. Going to be able to land that Impale almost immediately together with the Sandy's Eclipse Burst. Going to prevent him from... We're going to prevent Paparazzi from getting off that Sunder. Fade's also going to be a casualty here as he sticks with his lane partner. Both of them suffering the consequences there. Serpent Ward's expended for a kill, which was, I mean, still good. Managed to pick up MP there as Yang managed to pick up the Radiant Courier on the backside there. What do they have on the Courier? I'm not too sure. Courier cargo. No, nothing really, I think. Super important. I think it was on the way back, but yeah, vanished to Fnatic there. The Terrorblade, though, getting a lot more gold now. Wow, the net worth over 14,000, 2,000 above anyone next on the list. DJ actually getting spotted out by the track there, but the quick dust from DJ signaling that he found Yang. That's going to be another kill picked up. Yeah, like I said, the bounty hunter's just going to be fine as long as you don't get caught, but if you do get caught, then there's nothing you can do. That's just the nature of the pick. Unfortunately, Yang doesn't realize that and continues to go for tracks, which, I mean, you don't see the animation if the bounty hunter style. You don't see the animation at all, but you do see it on your status bar if you do get tracked. So Fnatic probably just taking out their status bar, seeing when they get tracked and popping smoke almost immediately, or popping dust almost immediately, or just being in the general area and putting down detections. So not really too hard when it comes to countering a bounty hunter, as Vici Gaming are yet to realize in this matchup. I won't say it's terrible. I'll say it's alright. I think it's just a mediocre pick overall. Just more of like a cheese than anything. Like seriously, you're collecting more gold from Janata than you are last instant lane at some points. But that's just the way it is. Vici Gaming now with their Terrorblade looking pretty strong here with the BKB Chrysalis combo. Opting for the butterfly as the next item, so that power spike's going to be pretty far away, but they're going to position here for the push on the bottom tier 2. Not much else Vici Gaming can do, or Fnatic can do here. The Wrath of Nature are going to be there to try and reduce the wave as much as possible. It's just going to be a TP from Jabzon out of there, as Fnatic are positioning around that mid tier 2. Looks like Vici Gaming happy to go with the trade here. Potentially not even having to trade here if their Fortify comes up, and instead actually pinging out the... Oh, they're pinging out to go onto this tier 3 here. Could potentially be a force back for Fnatic onto this tower. Yeah, you kind of think they're going to come back here and just leave the illusions to split push, which is what Vici Gaming are doing right now. Kind of looking for someone that'll rotate to the tower to clear the wave, but Fnatic stay for the mid tower. A bit of a timing issue for Vici Gaming here. Yep, as Jabs comes back as soon as teleports back up. Is also smoked too, so it's pretty safe overall. Vici Gaming sitting in the jungle here with their vision as Fnatic missed them with their smoke, looking to find them on the rotation out, but instead passing around the one place that they are in. Ice going to look for the cutoff in the lane, but he's going to come up on the high ground here. All members of Fnatic on the low ground. Vici Gaming going to have the advantage and the information on this fight. The ward's going to be able to spot them all out. Abed's going to be not jumped on here as Fnatic ping out what's going on. Abed going to be the first to die in this fight. He gets immediately hexed and swapped in. 3-man vacuum, however, goes on to 3 members of Vici Gaming. The fight starts. DJ in a bit of trouble as he gets hit by the spike carapace. Paparazzi, barely just managed to get his slender off on an MP, narrowly missing his Abed. Finally activates his BKB, gets out of this fight. Buyback from DJ, as well as Jab's going to be available in this fight as MP goes down on the backside. Really chaotic over here in the rest of the fight as Fnatic members just getting chased down and hunted by this Terrorblade here. Abed going to be the next casualty in this fight. Magic Missile going out on the Jabs. DJ just really going to want to get out of here as long as his buyback doesn't go to waste. As Paparazzi potentially in a bit of danger. As Ice just looking to surge on out of there. Make his exit, but the blink fade from there. Hex gonna lock him up with that long range crowd control. Really the solution you need against the Darkseers. Vici Gaming, 5 kills, and 2 buybacks. 1 dieback, so 6 kills in that fight. Fade the only casualty at the original beginning of that fight, but not a very good situation from Fnatic here. As Vici Gaming actually looked to just straight up end here. Buyback's not available for anyone except Abed. That's not good. But MP's going to come up in 2 seconds here, so both carries of Fnatic are available together with DJ, but this is very dangerous. Yeah, Vici Gaming realized there's nothing Fnatic can really do. MP's going to be in position together with Abed as the buyback comes in. Impale going to go out on 2 members of Fnatic as the burst is there on the Terrorblades. Terrorblade's down. 3 members of Vici Gaming in a bit of trouble here as DY going to try to save his members, but Yang goes down, Fade goes down, and DY eventually goes down too as well. Yep, that's a nice turnaround. I like it. Ori going to be in trouble here as he doesn't have the mana to get himself out. They're going to try and pop the wand there, but his Guardian Greaves aren't available to purge that route. He's going to go down too. Nice turnaround from Fnatic there to deny the finish up from Versus Pro, as the buyback from the Terrorblade is committed in an attempt to secure the game, but he doesn't have bitch travel, so he just locked out for the rest of the fight. TP's going to come out from Jabs, actually, in a bit of a dangerous situation. Paparazzi can potentially pick him up. He gets spotted by the Metamorphosis, or by the Treants though, so Jab's just going to walk back safely. Not really in too much danger. Puts up the Lotus Orb just in case the Sunder comes out. And, yeah, the Terrorblade happens to be a low HP, but other than that, should be pretty straightforward for Fnatic here. Just looking to restabilize. If they lose another fight, there's potential for Vici Gaming to just clean up and win. So, should play pretty safe. Abed gonna blink out from that track there. Gonna give him a little information as to what the rotations from Fnatic are gonna be. But, yeah, really just want to focus on the split push with your Ember Spirit and your Nature's Prophet. Avoid the Terrorblade as much as you can. In the fights, they're gonna try and lock him down. And they're just going to try and run at him and kill him because there's no real response to that other than just like general straight up damage. So the fights are going to be pretty chaotic, I'd say. There's no real team fighting ultis available here to be deciding in the factor. So people are just going to wail on each other until they die, which is going to be favorable towards Paparazzi if he goes for the butterfly here in just a sec. Not going to be very helpful against the OD and the Ember. I say that, but I just think it's just because lifesteal might be more advantageous in this situation. Or just general stats, like a Scotty would be pretty nice here in this situation. I wouldn't mind a Scotty. And like, I mean, you have a data list already, so you don't really need it. I don't know. He just wants more attack speed, though. I think that's really all he wants is the agility and the attack speed. And the armor's going to help him survive a little bit more, but he needs really just like survive the magic burst, because the only way the Terrorblade dies is if he gets CC'd for a long time, right? If they chain CC him, that's the only way the Terrorblade dies. Or they chain burst him, and the only burst that comes through is their magic damage, so Fnatic gonna have to play around that Terrorblade BKB pretty well, but it is gonna be a 5-second cooldown soon enough. Should be at 7 seconds right now. 9 actually, so only used it once so far. That's looking pretty good. But yeah, Vici Gaming are pretty much stabilizing now. The carries have the opportunity to farm, as do some of their supports, and it's looking pretty good. Fade, surprisingly enough, the one with a lot of farm here, managing to get back in the game a little bit, as opposed to DY, who's just poor all around. He's only got a medallion. Fade, however, has Glimmer, Halo Lens, and Blink. So 3 support items out. See what their respective support buys are. That's pretty even. Yeah, actually, the pings out from Fnatic as they are smoked up into the jungle, but Vici Gaming just go for the typical split out through the top lane to escape as the TP goes out on the Yang, swatting him in the side here as the sentry goes down, spots Yang in the jungle. The dust is going to come out as he's probably going to be a casualty here. MP going to have relative ease here as the remnants clear out the trees. Yep, that's going to be a guaranteed kill there for Fnatic as they manage to kill the offlaner Vici Gaming. Pretty pivotal as that's really all their vision. Yeah, like they only have vision at the entrances of the river, not like in the jungle itself. Is Abed potentially looking for some danger here? Fade just putting a sentry ward, spotting any unusual activity out. But yeah, Abed not going to jump in that illusion immediately. Playing it safe, realizing that it could potentially not just be the Terrorblade, as the original Terrorblade is up on the high ground. Ooh, okay, yeah, so Paparazzi instead went for the Scotty here. I like it a lot better. Really recognizing that he needs the more so the stats and the health, as well as just the CC from the slow to lock people down. The CC will help against people who are BKB immune too as well, like the like the Ember Spirit and the OD, more importantly. OD actually has a refresher. Wow. So Abed looking for as much team fighting potential as he can. Just really being the clincher, I think, for Fnatic here is. Ice is going to try and be the bait. Jabs gets a smoke pocked here as he tries to use the Sprout to scout things out. Gem going to kill that Sunshine Ward there, so they're denied that as the Neurotoxin kills those streams there. The Blink initiate, however, straight out onto DY as the double refresher combo goes out almost immediately. DY going to come down as the wall comes up. BKB's pop from all members on both sides. Paparazzi trying to get as much damage as he can in as Ice makes his quick exit out. Jab's going to be the remaining casualty here for Fnatic as the rest of Fnatic managed to peel out. Jab's unfortunately, yep, trying to get away but gets picked up there on the back end. Nice initiation to try and get a kill out, but it was just a quick execution, and they did waste a good amount of ultis. Abed using his refresher combo to lock that down. DY didn't even die after the first two. That's so surprising. They didn't die after all that combined burst. It's just crazy. Who knows? But yeah, pretty crazy. Not really sure how Vici Gaming are gonna do in team fights here, because Ice likes to go with the Abed, especially the team fight for Fnatic. I mean, a combination with the Ember Spirit, as always. You know, the safe lane carry being really important in team fights. Pretty much every single game they play. But yeah, I mean, I'm having a hard time figuring out how Vici Gaming really get this team fighting down. Like, you get a pick with your Vengeful Spirit and maybe your Shadow Shaman, which are both single target, as well as the Bounty Hunter. So potentially maybe they're just looking to take people down one at a time, I think, is their best approach to fights. As Terrorblade Illusion not going to be able to spot out Roshan respawning yet as the courier spots the Terrorblade Illusion in there. Ping's going to come out from Vici Gaming realizing that the Radiant Courier is in the Rosh Pit, giving them vision, so they're going to be wary of that next time. As Vici Gaming looking to advance up here on the top tier 1. No one on Fnatic really willing to cover that, as pretty apparent that most members of Vici Gaming are in the area. I mean, they don't have vision on the jungles here, like, not that much vision they have, but they're like pinging it out and they know already. Like, if they're not on the map on this side, like here, then they're definitely like here. And if they're going here, then like they're all right here. I don't know, but we'll see how that shapes out for them. As Vici Gaming now gonna get slightly spot out. The Paparazzi gonna show himself mid. Pings out to advance mid, however, together with the smoke, as Vici Gaming potentially looking for another fight. All ultimates are up on their side, whereas the Sanity Clip combo here with the refresher is not available for Abed for another 40 seconds. His first Sanity Clip is going to come up in 5 seconds, though, so they can still team fight. Vacuum Sanity Clip's being pretty good here. Abed going for the immediate burst. Not sure if it's the ideal choice with the OD, since you want to try and stack up on the arcane orbs as much as you can, but we'll see how it goes. Fnatic obviously going to try their best to defend here, as Roshan is spotted out from Vici Gaming. The courier going to get killed immediately, as Vici Gaming are already aware of what the issue is. Jab's going to go in for the immediate TP in an attempt to steal it. Gets hexed out and killed immediately. Vici Gaming going to be the one to claim the Aegis. MP makes an overextension here. Does have his BKB as a two-man vacuum wall combo goes down. Ori and Paparazzi, however, already have the BKBs. The BKB buyback is committed by Jabs. Just going to try and pick up on a kill. Here's DY. MP just really rolling through here with that AoE surge. Trying to pick up another kill. Sandy's Eclipse comes out. BKBs are on cooldown, so the Astral Prison does go out. As Ori does get picked up, but he's going to commit his buyback together with Fade. That's going to be another kill down onto Yang, though, as he buys back as well. All members of Vici Gaming looking to buy back here as Paparazzi does go down. Does have buyback available too as well, as Fade also gets claimed again. So all 3 members of Vici Gaming committing to their buyback there. I should say 5 for none. 2 more buybacks available for Vici Gaming to commit if they'd want to commit to this defense, but Fnatic going to be really have that pressure there to put Vici Gaming in a very awkward situation. So Fnatic realized that the buybacks are committed, so Vici Gaming are in a very precarious position. If Fnatic try to go for a pick here, it's very favorable, as the stun with the Spike Paralysis goes out onto the Viper. But the buyback from DY is committed here. Or no, from Fade. is committed, so potentially a good choice to fight here as the swap goes out onto the Ember Spirit. MP's going to go down almost immediately. That's going to be Aegis popped as he did manage to steal it. Wait, he did manage to steal in the last fight, so his Aegis is going to get popped. BKB out from Ori as Paparazzi also managed to hit his BKB out. The blink from Hobbit is not useful as he gets killed out almost immediately as his buyback is committed. Could be a potential turnaround fight here for Fnatic as the Light Fist goes out from the Ember. Hex out onto Jabs as the Nice Impale hits two people on Vici Gaming. Spike Carapace not going to land another stun in as Yang is probably the person in the most trouble here. Hex is going to go out on him as Fnatic collapse onto his body. Died back for the Bounty Hunter there as Vici Gaming tried to stabilize and reset. All members of Fnatic looking really healthy here. Not many tracks out, only 2 members of Fnatic really currently tracked as Fnatic really just looking for the pick they need. Trying to advance up onto this high ground, but you just need MP, just hit the tower. Hit the tower. Just 2 hits. 2 or 3 hits. As the AoE surge comes out again. Fnatic looking for the advance here. Out on Ori. Spike Carapace stun comes out to get with the wall combo. Is going to come down. Serpent Ward's going to be coming in on the barracks as Sunder is used to save Ori. Giving him all his health back. Fnatic going to just retreat. Kill these Serpent Wards. Viper Strike committed out onto DJ who got stunned up by the Spike Parasis. Again, a lot of steering chains available from Fnatic as they are kind of not using their CC to their full extent. Not layering it on properly as another AoE surge comes out. Looks like another engage from Fnatic here as the Hex goes out immediately on a DJ. Or Loso are going to try to keep him alive, but the DOT is going to be enough to finish him off. DY going to try to swap and make a play here on Abed, who does have his BKB committed here. MP also has his BKB committed, but both are on cooldown now as Abed looking at a better situation as he does get the Astral Imprisonment off together with the Blink combo. Ice is going to try and get that AoE surge to put him out of distance range, but the Poison Touch is going to manage to finish him off. Nice long range Shackle out on Abed, going to allow Ori to pick up another kill here too as the Sunder comes out from Paparazzi, giving him enough health to survive here. Jab's going to get a quick Sprout TP combo to get himself out of the situation as a ward from Fade together to give chase to DJ. Not going to be able to have enough lockdown to guarantee the kill, but a nice exciting fight out from Vici Gaming, really taking back command of the map here. That Terrorblade with the Daedalus combo is so good. Like Daedalus plus Manta style, I think it's really nice. Manta style gives you the purge you need for the sync chains, as well as potentially getting out a Sprout if you need to. So Paparazzi making the intelligent play. Nice build choices here I like from him overall. See what the Ember is doing. Yeah, it looks like it's got to kind of rely on Magical. Going Scotty and Maelstrom instead of the usual Daedalus BKBs. TP from Jabs comes out to isolate Paparazzi. Hex comes down on him. That's going to be steering chains as well. Could potentially be a nice kill picked up for Fnatic if they manage to burst him in time with the Sunder not to go up. But he does have his BKB up. Going to Sunder Jabs and pick up a nice kill onto the supports here. DJ also going to be a potential bit of trouble here as they manage to try and get TJ out. Looks like he's going to try and get in a pale off, but he does get hexed up. Does have his low sword, so he bounces it back, but the Shuriken toss is going to finish him off. Ooh, nice blink from Fade out to get the shackles on the MP, and that's going to be a dead Ember who commits his buyback. 3 members of Fnatic who do not have buyback here as Vici Gaming tried to advance upon the mid lane. Going to send one back to probably defend this top tier 3. But the rest of Vici Gaming should try to press into here. Why are you not? Oh my god. The illusion from Ice. The Viper illusion holds the whole way from mid here. And wow, that's so good. That's so good. He got the wall all the way over here. Speaking of which, there's still a gem here, by the way. He got the wall here, and he sent the illusion to mid to clear the wave as soon as the fight was over, and then sent it up here to clear the wave again. So 2 spots for the for Ice's illusions to really do work, and nice play from him to deny the mid push follow-up from Vici Gaming. Gonna give Fnatic a little bit more time to stabilize here as Abed does come up again. Should have the Sandy's Eclipse Refresher combo up, together with his BKB. So potential to fight here on the Paparazzi. Do really need the push from the Echo, so as you get the double Sandy's Eclipse combo out almost immediately on a Paparazzi. Gonna get the swap out from DY to save his hard carry though, as Fnatic a little unsuccessful in that pick. Hex out on the MP though. He's in a bit of trouble, but he does have buyback. He goes down immediately. Buyback actually not available. He actually bought something else, so he does not have buyback committed immediately earlier. Abed also going to go down without buyback, so that's going to be the finished up game from Vici Gaming. A nice, really close back and forth game from both teams. Excellent try from Fnatic. Cutting a little too close against that Terrorblade though. Not really getting the fights they needed earlier in the game to secure and lock out the Terrorblade from getting too farmed. So a little bit of an unfortunate scenario there for Fnatic. Would have also made it a little easier for Fnatic overall if they had a type of lockdown CC, but that's not the case, so that's going to be a problem for them as we move on to game 3 here. 1-1 for both teams. Winners finals. This will be the position to move into the grand finals here. So we'll get ready for that as we move into game 3. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys like to support me. I apologize for the noise. That's probably gonna be in the next couple of videos as we do have some rowdy people here in the home. But I appreciate it. As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I already said that, but thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in game 3. Peace.